Hey, what up, YouTube? This is Sammy P, and I'm here today to talk about Ford. And, it's a car company, and it's basically a TNC, which stands for Transnational Corporation. And I basically think they're pretty awesome. So that's why I share this to you guys now. So basically, they were established in Michigan in the USA, in the US of A, in 1903 by a guy called Henry Ford, and he's a pretty cool guy. He basically made cars. That used to be a wagon shop. They converted that so they could make the cars that they do. As we know, they're going to be like a massive corporation around the world. We started off with about 10 employees, and that massively expanded to about 200 employees. No, that's wrong. No, to 345,000 employees in over 200 countries. Now, that's also pretty awesome. When you just think about 345,000 employees, it's pretty overwhelming, and it's quite a lot to think about and take in. But for a massive company like Ford, which you guys have obviously heard of, then maybe it's not that incredible. So we just move on. They got really important research sites all over the globe. They got some in North America, they got Europe, and they also got quite a few in Mexico. Usually guys in America don't really like Mexicans, but whatever. They make a lot of good cars. They have about 10,000 little smaller companies that basically supply Ford with parts and services that they need. So they've got ones bringing them components for the cars and the vehicles, and then they've got the ones that basically just do food for the staff, in the headquarters everywhere. So again, that's a pretty awesome statistic. They're the largest producer of trucks in the whole world. Now, there are a lot of truck makers out there, and Ford is topping that, which is, again, is pretty incredible. And they're the second largest producer of cars, which, you think about them with car companies, which is even more, it's pretty outstanding. You got the Japanese, you got the Europeans, you got the Germans, you don't got those guys. So, for Ford, American companies make these machines, it's pretty awesome. They're the third largest TNC in the world. That's what I got here. With $147 billion in total sales. Now, I got 147 just normal dollars in my account, and I think to have a billion of that is like insane, So they've got a global strategy, something they follow. What they're doing when they move into a new company, a new country and stuff. So basically, they try to produce a standard vehicle, which can be sold in multiple markets. So, take a Ford Galaxy is a people carrier, and there are people around the world who all need to carry people. So that's why they made it, people carrier like that. So again, pretty awesome the way they just make their cars. They try to coordinate operations all around the world, so that's how the whole globalization thing fits in. So I'm a big fan of that the way they do that. They basically are sourcing suppliers and choosing assembly location depending on costs. So generally, they might have things more local, so there's transport costs, etc. And they also try very hard to take over rival companies, so that has many knock-on effects. And this strategy is very good for the following reason, which you just jot down here. So why follow the strategy? They can produce one car for all markets. So unlike other GNCs like Coca-Cola, they don't need to tailor the market to individual areas around the globe, which again is pretty awesome, pretty insane. They cut development costs as a result of knowledge sharing. So when they take over these companies, they get all their knowledge in, get all their scientist guys and whatever. That's pretty neat. it allows them to allocate resources wherever they were needed to best serve market needs. So again, it is a little more specific on the area, but I think that's a good thing. It saves them money, and it means that it provides jobs locally, like a lot of jobs, because obviously if they're doing things in a more local confined area, then these people, especially in LEDCs, the poorer companies, they can get a lot more out of that. It ultimately allows them to establish a global presence, worldwide. If they take over a Japanese company, then Australia ain't got a finger in a pie over there. And I think that, again, is really awesome. You guys just think about the scale of these business transactions. I think is really pretty cool. They maximize their sales around the world. I mean, what business doesn't do that? But they're almost constantly posting a profit. And that's outstanding. In taking over the companies, they make sure they are, it's just beating their competitors. It's simple as that. They try to lower costs to increase economies of scale. So less spending, more money. That's just economics. And also, again, if we return to the point about making cars the same, it means they can advertise in the same way across the globe. So they don't need to be making different ads when they go to Europe or they go to Australia or something like that. Than in the U.S. So basically, they're an awesome company. But what they're starting to do now, which is something of a concern for some people, is they're starting to move a lot into the LEDCs, because as we've seen with a lot of other, production methods, we look at clothing, etc., they all move to LEDCs because the labor costs are far cheaper. And Ford is starting to do that. If we look at Dagenham Motors in the UK, they've just lost 1,900 jobs because Ford are moving the operation to LEDCs, simply to reduce costs, which for Ford is great. But socially, we cannot be sure that's a great thing. So basically, guys, that's Ford. It's pretty awesome. Just remember to like, comment, and subscribe. This is Sammy P signing off. Okay, later YouTube.